Hi, my name is Jim Yankich. I am the instructor for the Southeast Community College Human Resource Certificate of Professional Development program. And I want to share some information with you about the program. I've been very fortunate to have the opportunity to partner with Southeast Community College and Dana Myers within the Continuing Education Division. And we are excited to present this opportunity to individuals, but also organizations as well. And we sincerely hope that you will consider the program as it has been designed that will really provide opportunities for both individuals and organizations. I've worked in the human resource profession for over 25 years, and also since 1997, I've maintained my certification as a senior professional in human resource management through HRCI, Human Resource Certification Institute. And for the last several years, I've also taught university and college level human resource management and leadership courses. So it's an area that I'm very familiar with, kind of eat, sleep, breathe, drink HR for most of my career. But it's very rewarding, and I think based upon my educational experiences and my career experiences, I have a lot of insight to share, and I look forward to doing that. My very first job in human resource management was working as an employee assistance program counselor. For the first 12 years of my career, I was a mental health clinician, and the final part of my mental health career was working as an EAP counselor. That was my entree into human resource management because the EAP was part of the human resources department. So I was able to move from EAP into employee relations. I worked as an employee relations specialist for about 4 years, and then I was able to secure a position as a human resource director for a healthcare agency. I'm passionate about HR because it's an opportunity to have an impact. It's an opportunity to have a positive impact on employees and on the organization. People may not realize it, but really what human resource management comes down to is relationships. Relationships between the employee and the organization, relationships between employees, relationships between employees and supervisors. So that's really my professional orientation is relationship building, relationship management, and really that's what human resource management is about, is building and maintaining those professional relationships. And I think that's really where my passion comes from. It's relationship based, but also, as I said, I mean, it's an opportunity to have a positive impact on individuals and the organization. My hometown is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, I've lived in Lincoln, Nebraska long enough that Lincoln has become home, but my hometown is right outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I pride myself on the fact that I think I can make a pretty good Philly cheesesteak. Now, let me warn you though, if somebody tries to sell you a Philly cheesesteak with green peppers in it, don't take it, don't buy it, because it's not a Philly cheesesteak. Fried onions, yes. Mushrooms, yes. Provolone, yes. Hot sauce, yes. Green peppers, no. So just a heads up. But I do enjoy visiting Philadelphia, and treat the family now and then to some homemade Philly cheesesteaks. The course is a comprehensive introduction to human resource management. We'll discuss the evolution of human resource management. We'll talk about topics such as performance management, meaning performance evaluations, performance appraisals, managing employee performance. We will talk about employment law. We will talk about compensation and benefits, meaning salaries and health insurance, for example. And we'll talk about the employee experience. And again, how it really comes down to that relationship between employees and other employees, between employees and their supervisors. It's about the employee experience. It's about the bond. It's about the engagement between the employee and the organization. And we'll spend some time talking about those topics as well. Another important element of the course is that it will prepare students to sit for the APHR, one of the certification exams offered by HRCI. So the course is not only an introduction into the topic of human resource management, but it also prepares the student for a profession in human resource management and also helps them prepare for the APHR exam. Individuals can benefit from this course because, for example, and this happens more often than people might realize, people show up to work one day and all of a sudden they become the human resource expert for their organization. Maybe somebody has left the organization, or maybe the organization has identified a need within the organization where somebody has to take on some human resource management responsibilities. And it happens quite often that people are asked to take on these additional responsibilities of which they've really not had any formal training or education before. So this course will assist those individuals who have been asked by their employer to take on some additional responsibilities relative to human resource management. It will also assist students and individuals who want to reskill or upskill to prepare themselves for a career change. And it will also assist those individuals who are interested in professional development, who want to consider other opportunities, other professional opportunities. And as I said, also prepares the individual to sit for the APHR certification exam through the Human Resource Certification Institute. Having an employee take this course can benefit the organization in a couple of ways. One, I think it can strengthen the organization. You will now have an employee who is knowledgeable of human resource management principles, techniques, laws, for example. So in that way, it strengthens the organization. It brings knowledge and aptitude to the organization that it otherwise wouldn't have. I believe it also creates some agility for the organization relative to growth, for example, or responding to market circumstances or market needs, responding to economic needs. So I believe it also gives the organization agility in the sense that it has an employee or two or three that have those skills and abilities that they otherwise would not have. And it allows the organization to become more responsive, more agile. It's really about knowledge and insight. Small businesses are primarily focused on growth and on establishing their presence, on creating that niche within their respective market. But again, having somebody on staff who is knowledgeable provides some agility to a small business. But again, it's also helping prepare that organization, it's helping prepare that startup, that small business for growth. The other benefit, though, too, is that I believe one of the advantages, one of the strengths that I bring to the course is that insight that I can share with the students, and also I'm willing to certainly discuss it with the organization as well. But insights that you're not going to find in the textbook. Yes, there's critical information, there's basic information in the textbook that we will cover, but the part of the value of the course as well would be the insight that I bring and my willingness to share that with the student and ultimately with the organization. For the individual, this is an opportunity to upskill or reskill and prepare yourself for advancement within your career, or perhaps opening the door for other career opportunities. There are a variety of opportunities within human resource management, and again, relative to compensation and benefits, for example, administering healthcare plans for organizations. There are opportunities in employee relations. There are opportunities in branding and social media, for example. So for the individual, this is really an opportunity to hopefully open doors for those individuals who take the course and create opportunities for themselves. A career in HR can provide an individual a variety of responsibilities. It could be in employee relations. It could be in managing compensation program and determining salary structures for an organization. It can be helping an organization become more competitive within the market, making sure that the organization is offering competitive salaries and benefits, for example. But there are other areas as well that usually may not be associated with human resource management, such as branding. We talk about company and organizational branding within human resource management. In other words, what is the brand of your organization? What is the reputation of your organization? And how does that impact your ability to recruit applicants and select employees from that applicant pool? Social media. We talk about social media quite a bit in human resource management. Topics we did not talk about at the beginning of my HR career. But these are other areas for growth and for potential that create different avenues for opportunity. There are several areas, several elements of human resource management that people may not realize exist. For example, one is artificial intelligence. And now this might be especially true for larger organizations, but oftentimes if somebody submits an application for consideration, the first review might be through a computer system, might be through a software system built with algorithms that scan the document and scan the application and determine whether or not the individual moves on to the next round of consideration. So artificial intelligence and algorithms is one element. Social media is another. We have become, as a society, we have become so dependent upon social media, and that is also true for the field of human resource management. How do organizations promote themselves via social media? How many organizations solicit applicants and relative through the use of social media? What sort of brand do we create through an organization's use of social media? There are a variety of ways that, or different topics that people may not realize have become part of human resource management. And again, as I said, branding. Topics that we really haven't had to consider before, but what image does our organization have? How can we build that employee experience within our organization? How can we create those expectations? How can we create a positive opportunity for engagement between the employees and the organization so that it has a positive impact on branding? Topics that were not always discussed within human resource management.